Charlie Ross was the teacher's pet. High school graduating class 1901. The teacher was Miss Tilly Brown, an English teacher. Yeah, tracked it. Everyone knew Charlie was Miss Brown's favorite, and because Miss Brown was such a popular teacher, placed a lot of pressure on Charlie. Charlie had to work very hard to defend his title teacher's pet. He had to read and study a little bit harder than everyone else. Then at that, the other students made jokes behind Charlie's back. Charlie had better amount to something someday, they said, or Miss Brown would never forget him. As you've guessed, Charlie did amount to something one day, and perhaps directly because of what happened during graduation exercises. Addresses had been made, diplomas had been handed out, and something else no one had expected. When Charlie Ross's turn came to receive his diploma, Miss Tilly Brown, beloved English teacher, rose to congratulate Charlie personally with a kiss. That did it. Charlie may have been class valedictorian. He may have been editor of the student yearbook. He may have been the teacher's pet. Did that entitle him to such an honor? A kiss from the class's cherished Miss Brown? After graduation exercises were over, there should have been laughing, shouting, excitement. Instead, there was quiet disappointment. Many of the graduates, especially the boys, resented Mrs. Brown's unabashed display of favoritism. So much that a handful of them approached Miss Brown, and one of them asked her why others had been so conspicuously neglected. Miss Brown stood firm. She said Charlie had earned the special recognition. She said when the others had done something worthwhile, they'd get kissed too. She'd see to it. If this made the other boys feel a bit better, it made Charlie Ross feel worse. He had been the object of this minor scandal. He had been the cause of all these hurt feelings. In life after high school, Charlie would most certainly have to prove himself worthy of Miss Brown's congratulatory kiss. And he did. In the years to follow, Charlie worked very hard. He entered the newspaper business and eventually so distinguished himself that he was handpicked by Harry Truman to be White House press secretary. Now, the selection of Charlie Ross for the job was no accident. The leader of the boys who approached Miss Brown, the graduating class of 1901, the one who told her that he and the others felt left out, was Harry Truman himself. And it was to him that she had said, "Do something worthwhile, and you'll get your kiss." Is it any wonder that Charlie Ross's first duty as presidential press secretary, his very first assignment, was to call Miss Tilly Brown in Independence, Missouri? The message Ross delivered from the President of the United States: "How about that kiss I never got? I've done something worthwhile enough to rate it now." He got his kiss, and that is the rest of the story.